Okay, it's your right. And as we wait for others, I'm going to be starting now. I want to welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you're all here. Thanks for taking. I want to believe you can hear me, please. I want to be sure. Okay, thank you. I welcome everyone to today's live section. Thank you for taking out your time to be here. So before we go any further, I want to say something directly to every new mother, parents, every person who has given birth, even young ladies, if you are here, or if you are male, female, and you are here, you must have wondered that why did no one warn you, especially to the females, sorry, why did no one warn you about this? So I want to let you know that you are seen, you are not alone, and you are exactly where you need to be. So today we're going to be talking about something that affects every single person who has ever given birth. Yes, and we're going to be talking about emotional and physical changes that happen after birth. Yes, the changes that no one prepares you for, the one that leave you feeling confused, exhausted, sometimes ashamed or broken. The moment after birth is often shown as pure joy. Yes, we all know that, a glowing mother holding a baby, everyone, happy about the whole thing, and everyone is crying, happy in tears. And yes, that moment exists for some people, but what comes after, the weeks, the months that follows, that part that is left after, out of the picture, that no one gets to see. So we're going to be talking about after you give birth, your body has done something traumatic, incredible and traumatic at the same time. Yes, you may be bleeding, you may be in pain, you may have stitches. Yes, and you may not even recognize your body looking back at you in the mirror, and you may feel ugly or heavy or foreign in your own skin because you are getting a new body compared to how you were before you gave birth. And then there are emotions, your emotions which have been building up for a good 9 months suddenly crashed after giving birth. So you may cry for no reason, you may feel anxious, irritable, or numb. Then you may feel joy one moment and deep sadness the next. You may look at your baby, and feel loved and also feel nothing at all. And then you feel guilty for feeling nothing. This is the part that no one talks about. It For most it passes in 2 weeks, but for many it does not. Yeah. So it deepens into postpartum depression for some women, or postpartum anxiety, or postpartum OCD. Or in rare cases, very rare cases, we have postpartum psychosis. And these are not character flaws, they are medical conditions and they are very treatable. So physically, you may be dealing with things you never imagined, like pain during sex, leaking urine when you call for love, hemorrhoids, yellows, and many other things that you'll be feeling, the signs that you'll be feeling after giving birth. Yes. So today we're going to be talking about all of these things, and we're going to be navigating these emotional and physical changes that occur after birth. So if you are here because you must have felt all of these things, I want us to like sit down. If we are not if we have not undergone this kind of, we have not given birth, let us pay attention and learn. We may have someone around us that might be facing similar situation that we may need to talk to about how they are feeling, and we can also be there to support them and be there for them. So introducing to you again the topic that says navigating emotional and physical changes after birth. And uh okay. uh I will actually to introduce the speaker now. Please, I'm coming. Okay, okay. So we have our speaker here with us who is going to be taking us this topic and telling us how to navigate these changes that occur. As I welcome Miss Olabisi Odekunle. Yes, thank you very much for honoring the invitation. Thank for being here to speak. You are very welcome, ma.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Convenance. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for the introduction.
Yes.
My name is Odekunle Olabisi Muslimat, and I am a public health professional that specializes in reproductive health. And today, I hope everybody is listening. Everybody can hear me. Okay, so today I'll be speaking on navigating emotional and physical changes after childbirth. You know, what do you understand by changes as a parent, as a mother, what you go through daily after having a baby? These changes can affect both the body and the emotions. You know, the first weeks can bring normal ups and downs because after childbirth, it is common for you to feel happy, one happy moment. At the same time, you can be stressed, tired, or emotional the next time. The body is actually healing. Therefore, you just need to go by the process, support yourself with families that can help, rest, and I'm sure definitely you are going to recover easily. Childbirth is a major life transition after birth, and a mother experiences changes in their body, their emotions, their identity, their relationships. All of these changes are actually normal that I have said, like I have said. But you can also feel overwhelming. But the goal is not actually to bounce back quickly, but to recover with support, with compassion, and with care. So, firstly, you have to understand this postpartum period. Postpartum period is actually called the fourth trimester. You know, in pregnancy, you have just 3 trimesters. But this postpartum period is actually a phase. So you can call it a fourth trimester because it's the time of healing. You are adjusting, you are bonding, you are learning. The mother might feel joy and love, but at the same time, might be tired, worried, sad, confused. All of these experiences don't mean that she's weak or she's failing. This actually reflects that a huge physical and psychological adjustment is happening after birth.
Yes.
Health experts recognizes that emotional difficulties after childbirth are common. Even WHO notes that mental health challenges, especially depression, affect many women during pregnancy and after birth, most especially. And the rates are high. There are some common changes after birth. Mothers experience mood swings, anxiety, sleep disruption, feeling easily overwhelmed. All of these are called baby blues. But baby blues often begin and end within first few days after delivery. And it improves within about 2 weeks, you are fine with baby blues. But when there have been sadness, anxiety, guilt, you are feeling like you want to harm your baby, you want to harm yourself, and this extends beyond 2 weeks, it may actually be postpartum depression. Though postpartum depression is treatable and seeking help early is important. So therefore, what are the common emotional changes? Like I have mentioned, the mood swings or the baby blues, whereby parents feel, I actually felt it after I gave birth to my second child, and I was crying. It's not as if anybody did anything to me. That was why I knew that this is actually is true, and it's occurs most especially to women. You can do anxiety, irritability, feeling overwhelmed, maybe feeling frustrated, emotional pressures, guilt, like I am not doing enough, like I should be happier, and all of this. Another thing is, let me say, identity changes. You mean you are someone that is single, but now you are a mother. So all of these are emotional issues. They are emotional changes after birth. Loneliness is also part of it. Sorry, I'm supposed to have changed my slide. Okay. All right. So we still have some common physical changes after birth. After birth, some women do not simply turn to normal. In few weeks, their bodies have entered the season of adjustment, and a mother may notice some changes in their body shape. Their body shape and their weight changes. Their stomach will remain very big. Their breast changes. Their abdomen changes. Their pelvic, all of the parts of their body, even their hair changes. And there are some pain and body discomforts, like back pain. You experience that a lot. Back pain due to breastfeeding. There's supposed to be a position you're supposed to sit when you are breastfeeding a child, so that it can, but now I think these things are easy now because you have some things you can place at your back so that you can be comfortable and balanced. Those things will reduce your back pains and your body aches. We also have some sexual and vaginal changes because some women actually experience vaginal dryness after sex. There's also for C-section women, scars is also another physical change after birth. So all of this has to depend on the recovery of that woman. And with help from families and people around, most especially the spouse, you definitely recover from this. So why these changes actually happen? After birth, mother's body go through hormonal, physical, and psychological adjustments. The estrogen and progesterone levels drop quickly. The sleep is affected. Even the feeding demands may be intense. The mother may also be processing the birth experience, adjusting to a new life, and managing family and other expectations. This is why postpartum care should not only focus on the baby. The mother also needs care, rest, reassurance, and monitoring. There are some warning signs that actually require support. CDC research shows that 1 in 8 women with a recent live birth reported the symptoms of postpartum depression. Risk factors for this depression during and after pregnancies can be from probably you have a family history of depression, you have no social support. All of these are risk factors. A mother should seek professional help when she experiences persistent sadness, intense anxiety, frequent crying, panic, feeling disconnected from the baby, inability to sleep when the baby sleeps, loss of interest in life. So therefore, support should be urgent if the mother feels unsafe, confused, extremely agitated, and unable to cope. In a situation like this, family members should stay with her and contact a healthcare practitioner or an emergency service immediately. There are some Practical coping strategies, helpful strategies. Recovering improves when care is shared. Mothers should be encouraged to accept help with cooking, cleaning, bathing the baby, errands, night duties where possible. Don't be a do-it-all mother. Rest should be treated as a part of healing, not as laziness. These helpful strategies, the rest and sleep support, you should sleep when possible and share your responsibilities. You should eat balanced meal and be hydrated at all times, especially breastfeeding mothers. Eat balanced meal. Take a lot of water. Feel hydrated. Also, there should be some gentle movements you can make. Yes, only when it is medically safe, not for C-section mothers. Also, at the same time, emotional expression. You should talk honestly with trusted people. Who are the trusted people here? Your family, immediate people around, health professionals. At the same time, there should be limits on the pressure. You should not compare, you should not even listen to anybody that says that, okay, mothers, they recover quickly, or I have a sister that recovered. Why are you like this? No. You shouldn't allow anybody to pressurize you. Partner and family involvement, that one is actually practical, because with a good family and a good partner, you definitely recover quickly and well. Professional support, like I have said already, should involve in, that's if the issue is actually serious that have led to postpartum depression. You should actually involve your professional, your health professional, for counseling, for medication when needed. Most importantly, family. Family members should actually listen without being judgmental. Instead of people telling you that you should be strong, others have gone through this, that. No. You should say something like, "You're not alone. How can I help you today?" Or probably the case is actually beyond baby blues. You can say, "Let us speak with the health professional together." So the role of family and the role of family actually goes a long way in helping mothers recover. So, key message I can give to mothers is that navigating emotional and physical changes after birth actually requires compassion, knowledge, and support. A mother's recovery is not only physical, it is emotional, it is relational, it is mental. It loads a lot of things. Therefore, with early support, open conversations, professional care when needed, mothers can actually heal, bond with babies, regain confidence in their new season of lives. Therefore, after birth, the mother is also a newborn in many ways, because she needs patience, she needs care, she needs protection, she needs encouragement as she grows into motherhood. So, I would say mothers should normalize postpartum transitions. Hold on. Right. In conclusion, like I've said, let me just add from deepening sections. This helps mothers live not only feeling heard, but also feeling guided, empowered. They should normalize postpartum transition. Many mothers suffer more because they think maybe oh, I am the only one feeling this way. So it is important to clearly say that postpartum is not only about the baby, like I've said, it's also about the mother. So the mother needs to be what? Emotionally balanced, physically okay. So this let the woman know that all these mood swings, baby body changes, the fair, the cute, actually happens after birth. So this experience doesn't mean you are a bad mother. So you should normalize a postpartum transition. With that, it will really help after birth. Also, you should always talk about identity change. You know, a woman may ask herself, for example, a woman can say, who am I now? You know, she may miss her old body, her old freedom, old sleep, her old confidence, her old routine. You know, motherhood adds to your identity. It should not erase you. You are still a woman, a person, a partner, a dreamer, and an individual with needs. Therefore, many women, many mothers should not feel invisible after their baby arrives. Therefore, it is important to talk about your identity change. At the same time, you should address your body images with compassion. What does that mean? Let me see. Okay, after birth, many women just keep quiet about their body changes. Some avoid mirrors, intimacies, photos, social gatherings, even some clothes. But please do not insult the body that carried you through pregnancy and birth. Your body may look different actually, but different does not mean destroyed. It means your body has lived, it has stretched, it has protected, it has labored, it has lived, it has survived. So therefore, encourage mothers to speak to their bodies with kindness and not with punishment. At the same time, you should explain touched out feelings. You know, being touched out does not mean you do not love your partner. It means your body has been given all day and is asking for space. This helps partners understand that mothers is not rejecting love. She's just been overloaded. Actually, this can cause guilt in marriage. At the same time, you should teach partners how to support without pressure. You know, partners can say, oh, I don't know what to do. A supportive partner can say, you have to teach them. I mean, you should teach your partners how to support without pressure. That's what I'm trying to say now. You can say, you can teach your partner, a supportive partner, to say that, okay, I miss you, but I care more about your healing than my needs. You know, actually, some partners are actually supportive, but they don't know how to put it out to you. So you can teach them how to say positive things to you. It will really help. Some men actually do it even without being taught. But people that they don't know how to say it, teach them. All right. So you can teach them and say, okay, can you just say something like, how can I reduce your stress today? All of those words, it goes a long way. At the same time, you should know the difference. You should know clearly the difference between baby blues and postpartum depression, like I've said. I've already explained that. Once again, I said baby blues are the common ones that usually improves. It goes on its own within 2 weeks. But when sadness, anxiety, numbness, hopelessness, anger, guilt, disconnections continues and becomes heavy, please, someone needs to seek help. That one has gone beyond baby blues. It's now clear that the person has a postpartum depression or any other depression that is associated to pregnancies. Okay, so You should also talk about okay, encourage asking helps without shame. Okay, include boundaries. Okay, you should also talk about anger and irritability. You know, postpartum struggles does not look like crying. You can, at the same time, you can say sometimes postpartum pains wears the face of anger, but before judging the anger, ask about the pain. This is important because many mothers feel ashamed after snapping at their partners. So you should talk about anger and irritability with your partners. You should also encourage asking help without being shamed. Actually, many women are taught to endure silently. Needing help does not mean you are weak. It means you are human. I've mentioned it. Don't be a do-it-all woman. Encourage women to ask for when they need food. I do ask during those periods. Anything that has to do with postpartum, I take it very seriously. I take the health of my baby seriously. At the same time, my own health. So I ask for help, for food, for help with the baby if I want to sleep. So please do that without being shamed. Being ashamed, let me put it that way. At the same time, let me say boundaries. Boundaries should be included with families, you know. Anyone who visits a new mother should reduce her burden, not add to it. So state your boundaries within mothers. Don't be ashamed that okay, this you want to take care of your mother-in-law, your brother-in-law, your sister. Why you just give birth? Who does that? No. Helpful boundaries. You know, you limit visits if probably is affecting your health. You ask people not to make comments about your body. You just do anything that will not allow anybody to add to your boundaries, that will not allow anybody to add to your burdens. So family members that want to visit, you should come to help, not create stress for the mother. Okay, with the partner, let me say, I think I've discussed about intimacy. I don't know, but if I haven't, you know, you have to discuss intimacy beyond sex. It will help couples. It will help the new mothers and the father of the baby, because intimacy can begin with safety, kindness, conversation, all of this, prayer. Yes, those are intimacies, right? Yes, those are intimacies, not about sex every time. If you feel that you are not ready for it now, so you should discuss intimacies beyond sex. This will help the woman actually feel seen, and also helps the partners understand that closeness can be rebuilt slowly. Self-care, you should have it. It is realistic. You know, you should know your self-care routine. Probably you do eat warm food, you take baths, all of those things, they are realistic. And I mentioned that someone should seek professional help if all of this emotional and physical changes are really affecting the woman beyond 2 weeks. They should seek professional help. So let me end it with affirmations for mother. You can say, I am not feeling. Yes, I'm just adjusting. And my body is not broken. It is actually healing. My emotions are not weaknesses, they are signals. I can love my baby and still need support. I can be grateful and still be tired. So therefore, I deserve care too. So these are like affirmations for mothers. All of this mentioned from the normalizing the postpartum transition to talk about identity issues and others are deepening sections. All right, it helps the mother feel very much less alone. All right. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very, very much for listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the presentation. It was a very nice one, and thanks for breaking down everything we need to know regarding changes that occur after birth. Thank you very much for that, ma'am.
Thank you.
And yes, ma'am. And we're going to be like moving to the live chat where we'll be asking questions. But it just occurred to me that like basically almost all the question here, you've already like answered it when you were concluding. But to to follow the protocol and the normal way we've been doing things, if it's that we are going to like talk about it again after asking the question, it's fine. But I just have to like ask few questions out of the questions that I have here. Yes, ma'am. So I will be starting with the first question. The first question says, I am 10 weeks postpartum. I love my baby. I don't want to be touched by anyone else. My partner keeps saying, doctor said 6 weeks. I feel like a broken wife. How do I say no without ruining my marriage? I repeat the question. It says, I'm 10 weeks postpartum. I love my baby. I don't want to be touched by anyone else. My partner keeps saying the doctor said 6 weeks. I feel like a broken wife. How do I say no without ruining my marriage? That's the question.
Thank you so much, Miss Convenant, for that beautiful question.
Yes.
Yes. Firstly, you are not a broken wife. You are actually a recovering woman, a new mother, a human being whose body has carried a life baby and now is caring for that baby. So 10 weeks may sound like enough time to others, but healing is not controlled by the calendar alone. So even doctors that says 6 weeks, it often means that the body may be medically cleared from some certain immediate risk. It does not mean your mind, your emotions, the hormones, the body confidence, the energy, the desire must automatically return. So you can say, probably maybe his babe or honey or sweetheart. You can say, I love you. I still care about our marriage, but my body is not necessary for sexual touch right now. Therefore, I need you to hear my no without making me feel guilty. I want us to rebuild, probably you can say, I want us to rebuild closeness with safety and patience. You can say that. And your no is actually not a rejection, it is an information. Therefore, a loving partner should not only want access to your body, they should care about your comfort inside that body. Therefore, you can offer alternatives. Excuse me. You can offer alternatives like you can sit together, you can hold hands, you can cuddle with clear boundaries, because that one can lead to something else. You can talk, you can pray together, you can watch movies. Therefore, intimacy after birth must be rebuilt with tenderness and not with pressure. Thank you. Hello?
Yeah, thank you very much for that, ma. That's well understood. Thank you very much for that. And I'll be moving to the second question. The second question says, my wife gave birth. She won't let me see her naked anymore. I miss just holding her. I'm not even asking for sex. How do I tell her I still think she's beautiful without making her feel pressured. The question I repeat, it says, my wife gave birth. She won't let me see her naked. She won't let me see her naked anymore. I miss just holding her. I'm not even asking for sex. How do I tell her I still think she's beautiful without making her feel pressured? That's the question.
Okay, thank you once again for another brilliant and beautiful question. The most loving things you can say is remove pressure, please. Remove that pressure. After birth, many women feel like their body is no longer theirs. Is actually truth. That is the truth, because I am a living testimony. The body may be feeding, at the same time it's bleeding, sweating. All the body is aching. All the shapes, the body, the stomach, everything is changing. And being touched constantly by the baby, breastfeeding. So even loving attentions can feel like another demand. Tell her beauty without asking for access. You can say, I miss being close to you, but I don't want you to feel rushed or washed. I don't want you to, that word alone, I don't want you to feel rushed or washed. I still think you are beautiful, not because I expected anything, but because I see you, I love you, and I want you to feel safe with me. Then you can prove it through actions. You help her sleep, you protect her from unnecessary stress, you speak gently about her body. You do not turn every hug into sexual request. Ask that what kind of closeness feels safe for you right now? Ask her, is it that when I touch you here, when I touch you there? So she will speak with you. So the goal is not to convince her to show her body. The goal is to help her feel that her body is respected, whether covered or not covered. So I think with that, it's okay. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much once again for that. Thank you very much for that, Ma. Then I'll be asking the last question for today's section. The question says, I'm a new dad. My partner is exhausted and touched out from breastfeeding. I'm lonely and tired too. Last night, we both snapped at each other over dishes. How do we stop fighting when we are both running on empty? Yeah, I'll repeat the question. It says, I'm a new dad.
Please, hold on, please. Can you?
Okay.
I cannot hear you clearly.
Okay, ma.
I think my network is breaking.
The question says, I'm a new dad. My partner is exhausted and touched out from breastfeeding. I'm lonely and tired too. Last night, we both snapped at each other over dishes. How do we stop fighting when we are both running on empty?
Hello, Miss Convenance. Please, can you come back? Can you come again? Because the last thing I heard is empty.
Okay. The question says, I'm a new dad. My partner is exhausted and touched out from breastfeeding. I'm lonely and tired too. Last night, we both snapped at each other over dishes. How do we stop fighting when we are both running on empty?
All right, thank you.
That's the question, man.
So, okay, I think I get it now. When two exhausted people are actually caring for a new baby, small issues can become big fights. Often, argument is not really about dishes. It's not about sleep. It's not about loneliness. It's not about fear. It's not about pressure and carrying too much. So, this first step is to stop treating each other as enemy. Enemy is a social. The enemy is lack of support, is unrealistic explanations. So you can try to say that we are both tired. I don't want us to keep hurting each other. Can we pause and solve the problem and not attack each other? You should use simple systems, not long emotional debate at night, because men can be actually funny. For example, should decide who handles dishes very well. You should Who handles laundry? Who gets a nap? Who manages the visitors? Who can be left on what can be left undone? It's not everything that someone should do at the same time. There are some things that should be left undone. So in this season, some things can still wait because your peace is more important than a perfect house. Therefore, the helping rule is no serious marriage discussions when both of you are angry, sleep deprived, hungry. I'll be back. Okay. Sorry, I'll be back. So you should pause, breathe, sleep, if possible, close the door, then talk. So also fathers need space to say I am tired too, because they are the only one, aside from the family members that they come and go after 2 or 3 weeks. So without competing with the mother's pain, mothers also need support without being told. So you're not the only one that is tired. So both realities can be true. Both can be actually true though. They are both tired. All right. That's what I can chip in on that.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much for tonight. Thank you very much for answering all our questions and for breaking down the whole topic. Thank you. It was a very wonderful section. Yes, I can affirm that it was a very nice section. Thank you very much, ma'am. And thanks to everyone who joined. Yes. Thanks to everyone who joined today's section. And I don't know if anyone has question to ask regarding this topic. Do we have anybody? It doesn't mean by man, woman, we can ask.
I even have question. If anybody don't have any question.
Okay.
I have a contribution, please. Maybe let Mrs. Odekunle ask her question. I want to.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Thank you, Mr. Odunmorayo, for that. When should I even start to? Okay. Hold on.
Or maybe I should make my contribution before.
Go ahead. Go make your contribution.
Yes, thank you very much. Good evening, everybody, and kudos to Miss Covenant. It's always amazing and good to be on this platform every week. Well, I've tried to restrict myself from speaking from experience. I don't want to do that, but nonetheless, it will still come in one way or the other. Well, I want to appreciate the speaker so far. You've dealt severely with the topic, and I just hope one way or the other, people will have picked one thing or the other from what you said. Now, the first thing I will say is, I don't know if you understand that. It's not only the woman or the lady that is involved in this. It's not because I'm a guy, but the two parties are both involved. Well, I've been opportune to be in the labor world twice. I actually stayed with my wife all through the thing, and I know what it actually entails. So everything Madam BC has been saying since are not actually strange to me. But what I'll say is, fine. One is feeling the physical pain. Let me put it that way. One is feeling the physical pain. The other person might actually be the psychological, might actually be feeling the psychological pain. I don't want to talk from experience, and I will try and restrict myself from speaking from experience. Well, let me just leave it that way. Then the other part is giving birth is not emajekerubawa with the issue of childbirth or afterbirth. The joy of seeing your newborn should even cover every pain that the woman has passed through or that she will pass through. The joy of seeing the newborn. Òun mo ṣe máa ń gbàdúrà pé lágbára Ọlọ́run ọwọ́ tó ṣẹ́gun sí ló máa jẹ́. Obìnrin tó bímọ náà ló máa jèrè ọmọ. You get, because sincerely it's not easy. Let me just put it that way. Kudos to you ladies. I salute you. But the fact still remains that ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́rù ọmọ bíbí. Ẹ má mú pé this thing is scary o. They used to say something about afterbirth madness. I don't know if I'm not sure if the
Yes, yes,
actually
yes,
mentioned
That's
something about that.
postpartum depression.
In
yes,
that
that's
part, I think the two parties involved, every family learning. Although the speaker actually talked about the family that if they want to come around or if the mother wants to go there, they should be helpful in one way or the other. But me, I just feel àwọn méjì tó wà in this system gangan náà níṣẹ́ láti ṣe. Both should be helpful. I'm sorry to say this, I wash plate o.
yes now. Yes now.
I still do cooking and I wash plate.
Good.
Yes. The only thing tí mi ò tíì máa, ọdún mo ti ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ náà, mi ò tíì máa clean, mi ò tíì máa yọ pampers kí n máa clean bumbo because
You can do better.
it's still very small, but I do it. I've done it, let me put it that way. But I just want to put it,
Hey,
let
my laptop
every
go.
ladies or guys here to have it in mind. Say, childbearing is not something bad. Remember, you can't scare him with the aftermath of childbearing. It's sweet, it's amazing, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Seeing your newborn smiling at you, crying. Let me even put that one. Crying at night. Should make you happy. Pé nílé mi náà, ariwo ayọ̀ náà ń gbọ́ nílé mi náà. You get that kind of thing. So
Yes, sir.
it's an amazing topic this evening, and I want to appreciate the convener of this program and the speaker for doing justice to the topic. With this little of mine, I want to rest my case for now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Odun Morayo. Thank you for that. Don't let me turn. Let them say I want to ask questions. I don't know. Maybe it's just only me, but maybe there are mothers that feel that many mothers are concerned about their big belly. That refuse to go back to its previous state. What can be done to that? How can all of these flat tummy products that they are selling in this generation be used to bring it back to normal? Because this is an emotional, this is a physical change and it's reality. Oh, for me, though there are some safe things that can be done, like should eat for healing, not for punishment. And all these flat tummy products, they are marketed to women's insecurities. So many actually promise quick results, but they not truly repair stretched muscles, loose screens, hormonal changes. And these waist trainers and tight corsets, they actually may temporarily squeeze that waist and make the belly look smaller while wearing it, but it does not actually remove the fat or repair the abdominal muscles. So what should mother do instead? I'll just say you should just check the belly, check some other things you can check, do some movements like exercise, do some things, just forget about platforms. All those, they're just trying to make money for themselves. I know consistency with this exercise, these few things actually works. But when women are not consistent, when they are not consistent though, it will not work. But consistently with exercise and movement, your workouts, little ones, not immediately after postpartum, not immediately after, because that one can even cause something else to do. Mother's health. So when the mother is actually fully recovered, that big belly thing, please let it be engulfed. Let it come inside a little bit. So that's it. Thank
Sorry,
you.
please, can I add something?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
sir.
Thank you very much for that elaboration. Now, I'll ask this.
Mm,
Who are you trying to I'm not referring to you now.
mm.
Who are you trying to impress with your body shape and all those things? If your husband is comfortable with it, or if you're
You're actually right. Yes, you are right.
sincerely, you
But
don't need all those
yourself,
things.
mm-hmm.
Cancerous kidney ni gbogbo àwọn oògùn yẹn, sincerely.
Then you cannot use it. Platforming
No.
products. One coffee,
If
they are just
if
selling
if
products for
if
themselves.
your husband is comfortable, even with the body language or you will know
Mm.
that your husband is comfortable with this. And in that case, I want to use this to advise intending fathers or I want to teach fathers already. Please, let's support our women. Let's support our wives. Gbogbo body shape tẹ́ lọ ń wò ń ta. If you touch them up, they will give you
Yes.
more than that. Eh? Tiny
Yes.
shape tẹ́ lọ ń wò ń ta. If you touch them up, that something you want to go and spend on that size chick outside, spend it on her. She will give you what she will give you more than what you need outside. I'm so sorry to use all those stuff. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank
Thank you.
you very much, Mr. Ojumorayo and Mrs. Odekle. Thank you very much for the question and also finding solution to the question. Very
Thank you.
interesting and impactful. Yes, thank you very much for that. Wow. And I think Mr. Arolo wants to like add something to what we've
Okay.
been talking about. Yes, you
Okay.
can go ahead, sir.
Good evening, ma. Good evening, ma. Thanks for the lecture. It
Good
has
evening.
been so positive and impactful.
Can you
I
speak? Sorry, I can't hear you.
can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello,
Oh,
can you hear me,
small.
please? Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
yes, yes.
So number one, I just want to add to what you said, ma. Everybody at every stage in life, even without pregnancy, by the time we age, our body system begins to reduce. Somebody that is fat initially will begin to strain, begin to reduce. So there is always a need, without pregnancy, without childbirth, there is always a need for changes in body structure at a point. When we are growing, we become fat. At a point when we are aging 50, 55, or 60, become reduced. So that one is actually normal. So now I just want us to both the woman and the man, the husband now to start seeing themselves that um, like yourself for who you are. Don't be, because we are talking about emotional intelligence. Because if you look at somebody else to become, I wish I have like this, that is when this kind of insatisfaction begins to happen. You made mention of when a women having big tummy and all these things occur after childbirth, and you have given solution for exercise, and somebody said the husband to support, but I'm coming from the side of the wife, also the person that have that symptoms, also to see positive thing from ourselves. When you appreciate yourself, even when you appreciate yourself deeply, you don't to ignore anybody, the father, the mothers, or anyone you met to know that I always say that one of the greatest gifts God gave us is women, because the process of from childbirth or from menarche to delivery, it is not easy. It is not easy. So when a woman give birth, it's a pain that it is painful. Labor pain is painful. Even having scar, if you are doing CS, it's painful. So, and if eventually they give birth and the child dies, that's where my question goes is now. If actually somebody gave birth and the child died, because somebody said seeing the child is a joy. Now, what if the child is not alive? How can we comfort that situation to the woman also to start seeing that there is still joy in that condition? So that's my question at the end.
Okay, if I heard you right, Miss, thank you very much for the contribution, Mr. Arulo. And if I could hear you right, your question is that okay, we're told that seeing the child and seeing the child laughing, crying gives the mother joy or the father joy that yes, I have a baby, and we should not allow that to giving birth. We should not allow giving birth to weigh us down. So in case whereby the child is not alive, like maybe it's stillbirth, what should the mother do or the family do about that? And how can she accept herself? That's the question. Okay. I don't know if Mrs. Odette have something to say about it. That's it. Okay, I don't know if you are still here, Ma.
All right. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just used the ladies.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm here.
Oh, okay. The question to cut it short, the question was like, okay, we said seeing the baby will make the mother pain go away after giving birth, like not completely away, like give her the joy after giving birth because she's seeing the baby alive, crying or laughing, that kind of thing. So what now happen if the baby dies? Like maybe she gave birth to stillbirth. How will she accept? Yes, how will she accept herself at that period based on the changes that occur and losing the baby at the same time?
Well, I pray that women should never experience that because that is actually a difficult phase, and with support from the partner, family members, because you cannot tell a woman how to grieve. You cannot even tell her, okay, please don't cry. No. But as what is important that is that the people that love her, which is the family, the husband, should never leave her alone at that period of time.
Yeah.
A woman might decide to grieve for like 1 month, for like 3 weeks, it depends. But the recovery after that period is as the same as recovery after giving birth to a live baby. But the first thing the woman needs to fight for is how she's feeling, is her feelings for let's her emotional all I put it. Let's say emotional changes. Her emotions. You know, you cannot tell her not to cry because she will do cry, she will cry, she will do. So please allow her to cry. But please do not leave that woman alone. The husband should be with her 24/7. And women, we love support, we love care. And if it is women that like this religion, probably your pastor, they come, they talk to you, they give you life experiences that oh Madupe, what if your life has gone? What if this? What if that? Oh no. With that alone, the woman will recover. We definitely recover with people around, with the pastors, the husband, most especially, will recover. After that she has fought about that emotional feelings, then her body changes, that her body, the body change and everything that changed after that. So she will now treat them normally, like it's supposed to be treated, because she actually gave birth to that baby, but it was stillbirth. So our body, our reproductive body, you see that the baby is alive, but just in reality, that baby is not alive. So after she has fought that aspect of the emotions, she has cried, people have supported her, the husband have did this, and after that, then she'll just take her time and recover with her body and everything. So that's it.
Yes, thank you very much for that, ma. Mr. Arowolo, do you get?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, ma. Yes, that's exactly what to do. Support and allowing her to cry or grieve, because that's the aspect of that's grief. If we are going to be looking at that, a woman giving birth to stillbirth is like grief. And I heard someone say that you can never understand a person who is undergoing grief, or who has like undergone grief, because you can never understand. No matter what you say, you cannot
Exactly.
understand, yeah, what the person is going through. So just better to just be silent and just watch the person, like, grieve. Let the person grieve, let the person cry, let the person pass through that moment. But we should just be there to support the person. And like our speaker has said, she said the partner should be there to support her. She need support at all time. But we should just allow her to like grieve and undergo that moment. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who joined today's section. I'm very grateful. We are very grateful. And before we leave, we'd like us to take people things with us, maybe summary of what has been discussed today, and to let you know. And first is to let you know that you are not broken, and you are not broken, and you are healing. Yes, your body might have it grew and bettered a human being. Yes, that is not small, and that is a miracle and trauma wrapped together. So give yourself the grace that occur the changes when the changes occur after birth. Secondly, what you are feeling is not abnormal. The sadness, the anxiety, the confusion, the guilt, these are not signs that you're a bad mother. Yes, this does not mean that you're a bad mother. It's a sign that you are a human being who has been through a massive physical and emotional change, and you're not failing, you are actually surviving. And thirdly, like as speaker said, you don't have to do this alone. You can get support from family, can support, partner can support when you are experiencing these changes. And also, healing is not linear. You don't expect yourself to heal immediately. Like after birth, you don't expect to heal from all these changes that occur. It is not immediately. It is not linear. Some days you might feel strong, and other days you might feel like you are back at the beginning. That is very normal because you are human. So do not measure your progress by your worst days. Measure it by the fact that you are still here, still trying, and still showing up. And as a mother, you matter, not just as a mother, not just as a caregiver. You're not a caregiver. You matter as a person for who you are. Yes, your pain matters, your needs matters, your rest matters, your healing matters. Yes, so take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself at this moment in this period is not selfish. It is very necessary. So I will end this section here, and I would also like to invite us to next week section, the same time, 7 p.m. next week Friday. Hoping to see you all there. Thank you very much once again for tonight, and I want all of us to take care of ourselves. See you again next week. Good night. Bye. Mr. Victor,
Good night, ma.
good night.